Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. It's October. It's pumpkin beer season. I love pumpkin beer season. I get so excited about pumpkin beers that when I see one, I say to myself, oh my gourd! All right, today I'm looking at Oh My Gourd Pumpkin Ale from Garrison Brewing, which is out east somewhere in Ontario. I probably should have looked this up ahead of time, but I'm checking it now, and I'm just going to ramble till I find it. Halifax. It's from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I was in Halifax for like 45 minutes recently. Yeah, the airport. I didn't see any Halifax, but one day I would like to. This is a beer that my buddy Mitch left here for me the last time we got together and reviewed some beers. He kept this one aside for me, and I have had beers from Garrison before. I can't remember what I've had. I've never reviewed anything from them. I know I haven't had this. In addition to Mitch, I've heard a few other people say they really like this beer. I mean, the name is perfect. I don't know if you can get a better name for a pumpkin beer than Oh My Gourd. Now I say this, having just received some beers the other day from Drew, Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks, and he sent a pumpkin beer, also had a pretty good name. But I don't know if this appropriate to it being a pumpkin beer as Oh My Gourd. All right, this is beer with natural pumpkin flavor. It comes in at 5% alcohol. It says on the bottom, for basic witches. There's a little logo here that says Canada Beer Cup. Oh, it won gold at the Canada Beer Cup, wherever that's held. East Coast, Halifax, Nova Scotia. See, I could have looked at this much bigger thing here. It says Halifax rather than like going through all the small print. Lots of pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, great Halloween time beer. I've got a few pumpkin beers I'm going to try and get in before Halloween because, yeah, it's the season, right? I mean, I'll still drink a pumpkin beer after Halloween, but the excitement of having them is just a little higher when it feels seasonally appropriate. But I guess some of you American friends, I think I've chatted with a few guys about this, that since your Thanksgiving is later, your Thanksgiving until like the end of November, ours passed already, like earlier October, or mid-October, whatever. I feel like, with the whole pumpkin pie thing with Thanksgiving, that pumpkin seems a little more in season to someone in the US, like right up to the end of November. That's my guess. I could be totally wrong. I think everyone associates pumpkins with Halloween. And I've talked way too much. Let's just crack this beer open and get it into my glass. The glass I'm using today, I picked up at the Fort Street Oktoberfest here in Winnipeg. That's like a 10-minute walk from my place, maybe 10, 15-minute walk. But it's the block where Devil May Care Brewing is and the Pyramid Cabaret, and the two venues go in together. I think this is the third year in a row they've done this. Second for sure, where they do a big Oktoberfest party. And yeah, that's when Devil May Care puts out all their Oktoberfest beers. Always a good time. But I'm not having an Oktoberfest beer. I'm having Oh My Gourd. All right, let's get this in the glass. I just want to be able to say that dramatically as many times as I can. And like I said, I have had a few things from Garrison before, because I know that we often see their stuff on our shelves here in Winnipeg. The only downside to our craft beer scene exploding in the last 10 years is we don't see as much out-of-province stuff as we used to. But this is one of those brands that still makes its way in. And now with more sort of interprovincial trade starting to happen, I think we might see some more out-of-province beers. Because, yeah, I like my out-of-province beers. I also like my homegrown beers, too. Anyway, let's check this out. That's got a nice, deep orange color. Obviously, you're not seeing my face through that. Of course, the dimple glass doesn't really help with that either. But I think it's pretty safe to say you're not going to see a lot of face through that. If I had a more appropriate glass, you might just see just a trace of face, but not much at all. The head's dissipated fairly quickly. Sort of like a tan sort of a head on that. But yeah, it smells good. Like, not even bringing us too close to my nose. I'm already starting to get some of those pumpkin spice kind of notes. And that's pretty good considering I'm still not 100% over this cold that I've had for the last, I don't know, like almost 3 weeks. Yeah, it's reached the point where I just think that's who I am now. Living with this thing, it's just not leaving. Let's get a nose on this properly. Yeah. All right, I'm getting some of that nutmeg in there. The pumpkin itself for sure. And I'm gonna say like a little bit of like a, like I think there might be lactose in here. I don't know. I don't think it says it has lactose. I didn't say anything about lactose, but it's got like a little bit of like a creaminess in there. Like, not in terms of mouthfeel because I haven't drank yet, but just like that kind of like milk or cream kind of a scent to it. Like you would get with your topping on your, you know, your whipped cream topping on your pumpkin pie. It smells great. It looks great. I can't wait to get into this. Mitch, thanks so much for dropping this one off to me. Cheers, my friends. It's a very, like I get all those pumpkin notes in there. At first I got like I think a creamy note on the mouthfeel, but not so much on that second sip. Like body wise, like slightly on the slight creamy side body wise, but not overly. But like all those like pumpkin pie kind of notes are coming through. Like not just the pumpkin, but like that nutmeg and stuff like that. Maybe even a touch of cinnamon. Yeah, that is quite nice. What I often find interesting with pumpkin beers is that, like this one's 5%, and I've had some that are like close to like 10%, and you can never, like they never taste super strong, but they've always got like I find enough of a body to them that you're not going to drink them too fast. So even if this was higher in alcohol, that would be fine. But it's only at 5%. So yeah, if you wanted to have a couple pumpkin beers in a day, 2-3 pumpkin beers, this would be a good one to have. It's got everything you want out of a pumpkin beer. There's nothing like unusual or mind-blowing about it, but it's tasty. It's really tasty. And I haven't had that many pumpkin beers yet this year. I think like as a trend, it's not as strong as it used to be, or at least not here. Like I used to do a pumpkin beer showdown every year because I could find so many different pumpkin beers. And I'm finding that the last couple of years there haven't been as many places putting them out. So I think like we might be over this as a trend a little bit, but it's still really good. And I hope it doesn't go away completely because I do really enjoy this flavor, especially this time of year. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's quite, yeah. You know what? Here I was thinking not mind-blowing. Now last sip, I just got like just a nice little spicy, not spicy like hot, but just like, yeah, I just got those flavors in there really good. That pumpkin goodness. It's quite good. It's good enough to make me say, oh my gourd. I have to get it in there one more time. All right, my friends, thank you so much for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. We'll see you all again real soon. Cheers, everybody. Again.